One of the worst things that you can do to your growth is to level up loudly. Meaning you are giving people a direct sequence of events of your level up. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and then I'm planning on doing that. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Why? People will always try and stop you when you are doing something to enhance your life, especially women. This is why a lot of mothers start to develop jealousy towards their daughters when their daughters start to enter their sexy girl years, late teens, early 20s. A lot of mothers start to feel triggered because maybe they didn't have time to dress up like she did, or maybe they didn't have friends to go out with, or maybe they didn't, and they're thinking back to their past and they feel like they lost something. So as a result of that, her ambitions, dreams, goals, and social hierarchy, social circle, and progress is triggering the mother. It's very difficult to level up if you're around women who are not confident, ascended, and grounded. It's hard to level up around women because if their insecurity, if you slight their insecurity in any way, if you trigger their ego and ever make them have the thought that you're going to surpass them, they will immediately push back. They will immediately push back. Immediately. That's why if you're leveling up, you have to level up silently. Because before you know it, you're on your weight loss journey and here comes the, oh girl, you're losing too much weight. You look sick. Here comes all the nonsense. Oh, you only look good because you got a boob job. Yeah, so what? They look damn good though. And I'm proud of them. So what? Not saying I have a boob job. I have nothing against boob jobs. I do not have a boob job. My boobs are all natural. But I'm just saying that when you let people into your level up journey, whether you're trying to date different men or you're trying to get healthier or you're doing enhancements or you're like, I don't want to go to those kind of places anymore. I want to go to these kind of places now. I want to be around a better group of people. They are going to shred you. That's why you do it in private, so that they'll never know. For this person to have had a front row seat to everything that I've been through and to see me at my worst and crying and hurt and in pain, and when that solution finally came to my doorstep, when what I was believing for and yearning for finally came to my doorstep, and this person witnessed that, they were jealous. And this is a person that I held to such a high regard because I never thought in a million years that they would have that feeling. But when I saw it and I sensed it, I was troubled by it. I couldn't sleep that whole night because I just couldn't believe that this person was not happy for me after witnessing what I went through. So from that moment on, I decided, okay, this person doesn't like the level that I'm getting to. This person doesn't like the increase of positivity coming into my life. And because I can see that, they are no longer welcomed to know the bits and pieces of my level up. I don't have to cut off the entire relationship, but you no longer have the privilege of knowing what I'm celebrating in a particular season. A lot of people don't understand that they don't know your business anymore because they showed their ass to you. And they show that they're not supportive, and they show that they are jealous, and they show that they're not for you for real, and they wish it was them. And the minute that happens, you switch gears and they're confused as to why they only know surface level things about you. Evil eye is a real thing. And when you understand that somebody's energy can throw off what you're doing, you're not going to tell them anymore. And a lot of you guys have a hard time keeping your mouth closed. You don't understand that anything bad that comes in your life, anything bad that happens to you, there will always be a lot of people around you when there's a discrepancy, because you suffering will always make somebody feel less like they're in the gutter. But you celebrating and enjoying yourself and being happy, that is going to trigger people into feeling like, oh, she's getting ahead or he's getting ahead. That's why I'm never big on the baby shower, wedding, graduation party. I'm never big on things like that, because I know a lot of the people secretly are wishing it was them, or they're simply feeling like you're getting too close to them in the race that they have in their mind, and they're mad about it. You must level up in silence, especially. People always get mad at me when I say this, but I have to, because it's the reality. Level up in silence, especially if you're a Black woman. Because the world believes Black women don't deserve anything. And if you are a non-Black woman, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You may not do it, but you have seen how other races treat a Black woman that's living an ideal life. You see it with your eyes. You may not participate in it, but don't tell me you don't see it, because you do. We see it all the time. And what's crazy is when you're leveling up, even your own family will be offended by that. That's why I personally have learned that anything good that happens to me, I'm going to keep it to myself. And I'm going to enjoy and revel in it. I'm going to enjoy the peace that comes with enjoying my blessing and being happy about it. Happiness is a beautiful thing. Success, progress, that stuff is beautiful. That's why I always tell you guys, get a life coach, get a mentor, get a spiritual advisor, get a spiritual mother, get a spiritual father, get somebody that you're not buddy, you're not close, you guys are not in constant proximity, they're not all over you, but you can look at that person, to that person as a guide to tell your success to tell what you're going through and what you're trying to aspire to, and there's no weird energy around it. Because the weird energy comes from people the closest to you. It's always the person that is right under your nose that views you as their rival. I remember I had this one friend where everything would be so good between us, but things would always get weird when she would hear me talk about what I wanted in my life. And when she would hear the ambition towards my goals and what I want to accomplish, I could tell that it was rubbing her the wrong way. And I realized, okay, she can't be my friend, because this is really my mentality right here. And if you feel like it's too far-fetched, then you're back there, which is fine. You're going to ascend if you choose to. But I don't want to be around anybody who feels like I'm bragging. If I'm around people who feel like I'm bragging, those are not my people. We're on two totally different frequencies. I need to get away. And when you start practicing that, you're going to have less and less and less and less and less jealous people around you, because you're not going to keep anybody around you who feels like you think you're all that, because they think they're all that too. So everybody thinks they're all that. That's why everybody gets along great. It's only when you're around people that feel insecure by you or insecure by your level up that it's now a problem. Anytime a woman tells me, oh, you think you're better than everybody, I know that she thinks I'm better than her. Anytime I have a woman tell me, oh, you think you know everything, she knows I'm smart and it's triggering her. People are always exposing themselves. But it's my job to make sure I don't expose my level up and I level up in private. Because at the end of the day, second to God, you're creating the life that you desire. You're in charge. And it's your job to not let anybody get in your way. So if you want to go to nursing school, you don't have to check in with your friends in the group chat and say, hey, girl, I'm thinking about going back to nursing school. What do you guys think? That's part of autonomy. You need to learn how to make your own decisions. We're going to talk about that in the class tomorrow. You should trust yourself enough that you know what is going to enhance your life. And if you feel like becoming a nurse is going to enhance your life, why are you asking people if they think you should do it? If I know that me dyeing my hair lighter, if I know it looks better on me, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to ask anybody, what do you think about this hair color? I got eyes to see. I know it looks good on me. As you're leveling up, it's important to be silent about it because many people are going to start projecting. That's why when the friend loses a bunch of weight, all her friends drop her. Because now you're on a different level. And the fact that they see that, they internalize that, and then they start projecting. Same thing with relationships. I always tell you guys, I don't believe in introducing anybody to anybody until the ring is there and you got the marriage license. You can say, hey, this is my husband. This is my wife. What? Huh? What? Oh, what? When? When did this happen? It's been happening for a while. It has. But I wanted to keep quiet about it because it's very special to me. It's a beautiful thing that God blessed me with. And I just felt like it was best for me to be quiet about it at that time. And anybody that gets angry is a secret hater because they're going to feel upset that they didn't have the opportunity to sabotage that thing because you were quiet about it. Anybody who's secretly on your team or who's really on your team is going to be like, oh, I get it. Like if you felt like that was the way to go, was to have God cultivate and build that relationship in private or that business in private, all the power to you. I'm happy for you. Come give me a hug. Who's the lucky guy? Do we get to meet him now? Who's the lucky girl? Anybody who gets upset is upset because they didn't get to sabotage your level up. Okay? So sometimes you have to understand it's not you that the person has a problem with when you're leveling up. It's what you represent. You are a representation of a part of themselves that they feel like they don't have together. So every time they see you, you're showing them that. I remember I had a friend. We would always have a wonderful friendship. But every time we would go out, this girl would give me a hard time. Anytime we would dress up to go out, her energy would shift. She became very cold. She became very quiet. I'm trying to laugh with her. I'm trying to take pictures with her. I'm trying to connect with her, take, Snapchats with her or Instagram videos. And it only happened when we went out. Because every time we would dress up and go out, she would immediately compare herself to me and feel inadequate. And she hated to see me smile and happy and smiling at the waiter and talking to the waiter and mingling. She did not like seeing me in my natural element, which is feeling confident, beautiful, solid, happy. That bothered her. And when I realized that unfortunately, she had to make her exit out of my life because you're not for me. I worked in HR for several years, so in this class, I am going to teach you guys tips, tricks, and valuable information so you can be a corporate Spartan. It is not easy working in corporate America, but if you have the right office politics and you know your rights legally, that will definitely help you have a more enjoyable experience. So this class, I will be teaching you from an HR standpoint, what to do, what not to do, and how to jump paths so that you can get the promotions that you always wanted, what to look out for and what not to look out for in office politics. Also, next class on power. Power is very, very important. This class is not about feminine power. It's about power in life and having staying power. To get through life, when you're dealing with humans, men and women, you need to learn how to make sure that you have staying power, and you need to learn how to make sure that all of the moves that you make sense, so you can always be 25 steps ahead of everyone else, because life is chess, not checkers.